Portugal's second tier, the Liga Portugal 2, is one of Europe's most underrated football leagues. Beneath the glamour of the Primeira Liga, you'll find stadiums that ooze charm, history, and raw community spirit. These aren't just places where football is played, they're local landmarks. In this video, we're exploring the biggest and most fascinating stadiums shaping the 2025-26 Liga Portugal 2 season. Let's dive right in. 18. Estádio Aurélio Pereira. Tucked away in the quiet town of Alcaquete, just across the river from Lisbon, lies the Estádio Aurélio Pereira, the home of Sporting CPB. It's a modest ground, holding only around 1,180 fans, but what it lacks in size it makes up for in legacy. Built as part of Sporting's world-renowned academy complex in the early 2000s. 17. Estádio Carlos Osorio. Head north to Oliveira de Azamais, and you'll find one of the most traditional football corners in the country, Estádio Carlos Osorio. With a capacity of just 1,750, it's a tiny but character-packed ground that's been home to Oliveirenses since 1932. The stadium sits right in the heart of the town, giving it that old-school charm you don't see much anymore. 16. Estádio Manuel Marques. Next up is the Estádio Manuel Marques, the home of SCU Torreense, located in the coastal town of Torres Vedras. Built in 1925 and renovated several times since, it can hold around 2,431 fans today. It's one of those classic Portuguese grounds, open stands, close to the pitch, and surrounded by the rhythm of the town. 15. Benfica Campus. The Benfica campus in Seixal isn't just a training ground, it's a football factory. This ultra-modern complex, sitting on the banks of the Tagus River, serves as the home for Benfica B and the club's academy teams. Opened in 2006, it cost around €15 million to build and includes multiple pitches, fitness centers, and sports science labs. The main stadium within the campus seats about 2,644 spectators. 14. CTFD Porto Gaia. In northern Portugal, across the Douro River from Porto, lies the CTFD Porto Gaia, the home base for FC Porto B. It's part of Porto's main training center and can seat around 3,800 fans. Opened in 2015, the complex was built to centralize Porto's youth and reserve operations, offering top-level facilities similar to their senior setup at Estádio do Dragão. 13. Estádio do Lusitania de Lourosa. Further inland, the Estádio do Lusitania de Lourosa sits quietly in the town of Lourosa, just outside Santa Maria de Feira. With a capacity of around 4,900, it's one of the better mid-sized grounds in the lower divisions. It's home to Lusitania Lourosa, who earned promotion from Liga 3 to Liga Portugal 2 recently, marking one of the club's biggest achievements in decades. 12. Estádio Municipal de Portimão. Down in the Algarve, Portimonense Estádio Municipal de Portimão is a sun-soaked football haven. With a capacity of 4,961, it's been around since 1937 and is one of the southernmost stadiums in Portugal. The ground has a relaxed yet vibrant feel, palm trees, blue skies, and a fan base that reflects the region's easygoing coastal life. 11. Estádio Municipal 25 de Abril. Named in honor of Portugal's 1974 revolution, Estádio Municipal 25 de Abril in Penafiel carries both football and historical weight. Built in 1937 and renovated multiple times, it now holds around 5,230 spectators. It's a proper community stadium, the kind where everyone knows everyone. The club, FC Penafiel, has spent years bouncing between the top two tiers. 10. Estádio Marcelino de Castro. Now we arrive at the Estádio Marcelino de Castro in Santa Maria de Feira, home of CD Feirense. With a capacity of about 5,401, it's one of the more modernized stadiums in Liga Portugal 2. Built in 1962 and refurbished several times, it combines the feel of an old community ground with touches of professionalism, a new main stand, press facilities, and a well-maintained pitch. 9. Estádio do Mar. Up north in the seaside town of Matosinhos, home of Lixos Sport Club and the Estádio do Marche. Opened back in 1964, this modest 6,000-seater has an old-school Portuguese charm. It's a proper coastal ground, wrapped by residential blocks and a few palm trees swaying nearby. The stands sit close to the pitch, giving it that raw, compact feel that fans love. 8. Estádio do Futebol Clube de Vizela. Next is Vizela's compact but energetic home, the Estádio do Futebol Clube de Vizela. Built in 1989, this 6,000-capacity ground is tucked between rolling hills in northern Portugal. For a club that's climbed from the lower tiers to the second division and even the top flight recently, the stadium stands as a proud symbol of persistence. 7. Estádio do Fontelo. Deep in central Portugal sits Estádio do Fontelo, a ground surrounded by forest and fresh mountain air. Opened in 1952, it holds just under 7,000 spectators and is home to Académico de Viseu. It's one of the most picturesque stadiums in the league. Trees rise behind the stands, and mist often rolls over the pitch on chilly evenings. 6. Estádio de São Luís. Down south, in the sun-drenched Algarve, you'll find the Estádio de São Luís, the longtime home of SC Farense. Originally built in 1922, it's one of the oldest stadiums still active in professional Portuguese football. The 7,000-seater has seen it all: promotions, relegations, near bankruptcies, and stunning home victories. Just a few years ago, Farense was in the Primeira Liga, giving fans hope of long-term stability. 5. Estádio Dr. Machado de Matos. Back up north, Estádio Dr. Machado de Matos is one of Liga Portugal II's lesser-known gems. Opened in 1938, it's one of the oldest stadiums in the country still hosting professional football. The capacity is about 7,500, and it's home to FC Felgueiras, who've been pushing for stability in the second tier. What stands out here is the steep main stand. 4. Estádio Municipal ENG Manuel Branco Teixeira. Estádio Municipal Engenheiro Manuel Branco Teixeira, usually just called Estádio Municipal de Chaves, is one of the most iconic grounds in northern Portugal. Opened in 1949, it has a capacity of 8,400 and serves as the fortress for Grupo Desportivo de Chaves. Sitting close to the Spanish border, this stadium feels like the edge of the footballing map. 3. Estádio Capital do Móvel. Built in 1973 and modernized multiple times since, it seats around 9,000 and remains the proud home of FC Paços de Ferreira. The club's nickname, Os Castores, the Beavers, fits perfectly. They're small, hard-working, and always building something. The stadium sits on a hillside in the heart of town, with its bright yellow seats standing out from afar. 2. Estádio do Marítimo. Flying out to the island of Madeira, the Estádio do Marítimo, officially Estádio dos Boreiros, stands as one of the most distinctive venues in Portuguese football. Built in 1957 and completely renovated in 2015, it now seats over 10,600 fans. The view from the stands is jaw-dropping. You can see the Atlantic Ocean glimmering beyond the rooftops of Funchal. 1. Estádio Dr. Magalhães Pessoa. Finally, we reach the giant of the league, Estádio Dr. Magalhães Pessoa in Leiria. With a capacity just shy of 24,000, it completely dwarfs every other ground in Liga Portugal II. Built in 2003 for the UEFA Euro 2004 tournament, it's one of Portugal's modern architectural masterpieces. The sweeping rooflines and colorful seating make it instantly recognizable. And there you have it. Liga Portugal II might not have the crowds or fame of the Primeira Liga, but its stadiums tell real stories of resilience, community, and pride. Some are modern, others are weathered, but together, they paint a vivid picture of the country's football soul. Each stadium tells a different story of youth, community, struggle, and hope. Thanks for watching. If you love the content, please make sure that you subscribe, like, share, and comment. See you in the next one.